Hello,
Hi.
happy Sunday, everyone. Hey, Georgio.
Hi, Natalie. How are you?
I'm good. It's Sunday. I'm pumped for our show.
I know.
I love that you're wearing pink. I
Yep.
love that you're wearing pink. Well, it's not really a hot pink Sunday, but it's pink Sunday.
Soft pink. Soft pink Sunday is what felt best today.
Any pink Sunday is good for me.
Yes. Yeah, obviously, we have pink everywhere.
Yeah, look at our neon lights. Look at the both of us.
I know.
We're like, twinsing. Right. Hi, chat. How is everyone? Hi, Crystal. Yes, we've got a lot to talk about, guys. We've got some updates. Hello to Light Mission.
Hi, Light Mission.
Princess of Marola is here as well. I hope I'm saying it right. Sorry if I butcher names or nicknames, guys. I'm sorry. Sammy's in the house too. Hey, everyone. Gabrielle, of course. Smokey. Just want to say a quick hello to everyone before we start. Denise, hey.
Hi, Denise.
Hope everyone's doing well. And Issa's in the house too.
Hello, Issa.
So happy that everyone's here. All the Femmies, all the familiar faces as well. I love it, you guys. So there's a lot going on out in the pop culture, reality TV world, and we need to talk about it. And before we start, I just want to say that we have some requests. Am I echoing again?
No,
okay,
I don't hear an echo.
Okay, I'm glad. Chat, if I'm echoing, let me know. I can hear it here, but I don't mind as long as you guys don't hear it. So then we had another request, Georgia, and I asked you during the week about it, about Love is Blind season 3. So, yes. Oh, okay. Everyone's saying there's an echo. Okay, guys, I'm dropping myself out and I'll be back. Giorgio, give me a sec.
Okay. It's not a Sunday without technical difficulties. Thank you, Issa. Issa says pink suits me, Natalie.
It does suit you.
So I need to put more of it in my wardrobe.
You're normally in black, so you
yes, I'm always in black and gray or black splashes.
But you know what? You've got beautiful olive skin, and you should wear more colors, like bright colors.
I know. I get scared of color, unless it's an event or something or a theme.
Well, pink suits you. There you go.
Yes, pink is like is my neutral.
Have you ever tried like a light soft yellow? Because I think that would look great on you as well.
I have. I mean, maybe once or twice. I haven't really like played in color, to be honest.
Okay, maybe we can convince you at some point. I don't know.
I think I might need to start playing in it though.
You should.
Hi guys, and shout out to my family. They're watching from the living room. Jeff's family's visiting. Jeff's aunt and uncle and cousin were down.
And happy birthday to your father-in-law.
Yes,
or to Jeff's dad as well.
Frank.
Happy birthday.
Yes. And Denise says, "Where are all the colors, Georgio?"
I saw that. I was just about
it's been great. So yes, we have a few more people in the chat.
And green. People would like to see you in green too.
All right, guys. I'm writing all this down. I'm going shopping right after this live is over.
Jeff, if you're listening, you've got to take him shopping, and you've got to convince him to buy more colors.
I'll take myself shopping. I like to shop by myself.
You know why he says that, guys? Because Jeff is a Leo. So this Aquarian does not want to go shopping with a Leo because it's exhausting.
Yeah.
He's here. There he is.
There he is.
So back to Love is Blind. Okay. So everyone, I know you haven't watched it yet, but you should, because we should talk about it soonish. because there's a lot of drama around
I
Love
saw
Is Blind.
some like smoke online about one of the cast members. She like wrote an apology or something. I'm a little
Was
confused.
it Zaynab?
I
Anyways,
think
it was
so.
Zaynab, yeah, because there is a whole thing. There are two couples there. There's Zaynab and what was his name? Cole. Okay,
Mm.
that was one couple, and then there was Batiste and not Colleen. What was the other one? Nancy. Nancy. There it is. So those two, there were several. So people are saying there were several red flags with the men, because this season has been a mess regarding the men and generally the way they treated the women, how egotistical they were, how self-centered, et cetera, et cetera. So people wanted us to sort of talk about it and throw some cards around those red flags, especially for those four people, those two couples. And I think once you've watched it, maybe we should do it briefly next
Okay.
Sunday, if you've got time until next
Yeah.
Sunday to
Yeah.
watch it, because that's interesting. Because I also picked up red flags, but unlike what most people think, because people did not like Cole, because Cole seemed to be very immature, and he was very playful with one of the other girls that he was talking with in the pods. Anyways, there's a whole thing around it. I don't want to ruin it for you. I don't want to spoil it for you. So, but contrary to what most people think about Cole, I don't think he's the bad guy in this situation. I'm not saying he was great. I'm not saying that, there weren't red flags or his behavior wasn't wrong at certain times. But I do feel that because of editing and a lot of other things that I detected with Zainab, I can see why he reacted to her and she was reacting to him. But we'll talk about it briefly next week.
Now I need to really watch it. Sounds really like.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
they're
I
both.
usually do watch Love Is Blind. I just haven't watched this one, but it seemed like there was that. I think she made a post, is what I saw, and I was just like, oh, I wonder what this is all about, because it was very much like an apology to the internet, and I guess from what it sounded like, it looked like they painted her to look like the villain in this.
Yeah.
Or something, and she's trying to.
No, she was very defensive. So what happened was during the wedding day, and I don't want to spoil it for everyone. I'm not going to tell you whether they got married because some of you haven't watched it yet. But at the wedding day, she sort of blurted out some stuff, okay, about Cole. And that threw everyone off, because that was like, why are you doing it now? Before they even said I do's or I don'ts. And so that's what kind of like triggered everything. And by the way, I found out that the reunion for Love Is Blind was filmed 2 or 3 weeks ago. So it wasn't filmed last year. And it was, the other thing I found out was season 2 and season 3 were filmed in parallel at the same time.
Interesting.
And that was spring of 2021 when it was. So it's been a year. So it's been a year.
So they waited all that time to then meet and do the reunion. So
because they wanted the cast to watch the show before they had like they do with Bravo.
Sure.
So it just aired. So they left a 2-week gap and then they did a reunion, and that's why the reunion. But a lot of people have been complaining about the reunion, saying that Nick Lachey and Vanessa Lachey were not good enough. And I agree. They're just, they seem like they're there because they're getting paid, and that's about it.
Yeah, I don't understand why they were picked to be the hosts of this show. There are so many other couples, in my opinion, that could have been better. I agree. They're dead weight.
They are dead weight. I agree. Absolutely. I mean, especially Nick Lachey. He doesn't bring anything to the table. Vanessa's more, she interacts more, with the cast and whatnot.
But she comes off fake.
She does. And
I guess I just don't like her.
I don't know. I don't like her on the show. I don't know her, but I know her background, but I don't know. I just thought that it was a weird choice. I agree with you. Very weird choice to pick those two.
There's just so many better other celebrity couples that could be doing this.
Why don't they bring a housewife to do it? I mean, they're so friggin',
That would actually be a good
seasoned.
idea.
Or like a housewives couple.
Like an ex-housewives couple, someone who's
Like,
not on the show anymore or something that yeah.
who would you bring, guys? Suggest in the chat who would you bring as presenters, which couple. That would be great because they're seasoned housewives. They've done reunions. They now to stir up the drama. They know what questions to ask. Netflix, do better, please. Just saying. Oh, Heather Dubrow and Terry is one suggestion.
I don't know, guys.
I don't know. What is that? Where is that? Makes me wonder if there were producers in the show. Good question. No idea.
Oh,
I have no
that would be
idea.
interesting. I don't.
Oh, Lydia.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
Can you imagine? She would hex everyone. Yeah, Brandy would be good. Brandy would be good.
Yeah, actually, I think Brandy would be good at that.
She'd be no filter. She would be like, I don't know.
Don't we need someone who's like with a partner?
Is she dating someone?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. But we'll have Brandy on her own. That's fine. But anyways, they should think about it. They should bring an ex-housewife or ex-housewives couple. Dorinda and Brandy. Oh my God, that would be a mess. That would be a show about
yeah,
Dorinda
that
and
would
Brandy.
be. First of all, that would be a zoo.
That would be a show just the two of them. I mean, you wouldn't need
Dorinda and
the
Brandy would get into a fight in the middle of every single situation.
I know. Maybe we should give Dorinda and Brandy a show, or they should give them a show. Although that would be a bit Simon and Alex.
Oh my gosh.
They're in Australia. I don't think they would do it.
That would be funny.
That would be funny. That was the most odd couple I've ever seen on TV, like on Housewives at least. Everyone's saying it. Everyone's agreeing.
For sure. Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious. They should just come film it and then go back.
Oh, yes, they should. Karen and her husband. I don't think the black, well, what does he call himself? The black Bill Gates would do
Bill
it.
Gates.
Yeah. Well, okay, enough about Love is Blind. We'll talk about it next week. We'll give Georgio some time to get into it, watch it. Actually, you don't have to watch the whole thing. Just watch a couple of the pod episodes, the first episodes, and then skip to when after the honeymoon, which is they go on a trip, and go to when they move in together just before the wedding. So you'll get the gist of it. You'll get the gist of it anyway. If you don't have time, just saying, you can watch 2 or 3 episodes and you'll get into it straight away.
Okay.
So Jill Zarin, no thing. I don't want Jill Zarin on my screen anymore. I don't. I'm sorry, guys. I just don't. But anyways, so today, topics for today. We've got 2 important things we want to look into today because we've got some news regarding the Tom Girardi case, and Georgia, please listen.
Well, so I think we should start with the Girardi thing, and then we'll go into Britney because I see some people talking about Britney in the comments. But
we'll get to that.
Yeah. So it's come out, I think, as was it Thursday of last week or Wednesday? But nonetheless, Christopher Kaman, I don't know how you pronounce his last name. He was arrested. Yeah. He was the CFO at Girardi at Keese. He was arrested on wire fraud charges that took place in September of 2020. But now it's come out in the LA Times. Shout out to the LA Times for picking up all this Girardi stuff. But basically, they found that he had spent $10 million on home renovations, an escort, the gifts that he spent on the escort. And I guess the article also talks about how that he was making moves to transition himself in the Bahamas, but that he was wiring the money, the stolen funds, basically into so it was like a separate scheme within the scheme is basically how they mapped it out, which is wild.
Mhm.
Um, but it seems like the walls are coming down on this.
Okay, it's interesting because I had said like a year and a half ago when the whole thing sort of like blew up when we all found out about Tom Girardi that there was money. Well, the money is not gone. There
Right.
is money in offshores. If I remember correctly, but I know that Gabrielle and Issa and the Femmies will remember this, that I did see a man who was kind of involved in this, but I remember I said the money would never be found because of the way they've sort of like dispensed it or still kind of hidden it. And maybe that's why he opened an account or an offshore under an offshore, because that's sort of like, trying to keep them off the money trail, I guess.
Well, it's really interesting, and I wanted to bring this up before we get into the readings because I think it's important to it's interesting rather. So our friends at Face Reality 16 on Instagram did a little bit of a deep dive with correlating the dates
Oh.
of when certain things happened. Um, Now, this is her theory, but nonetheless, it's very interesting. So she says that the same month in September of 2020, when Christopher was doing these wire frauds, that
Mhm.
Tom testified that all of his money was gone. Now, I don't know if
Mm,
you remember, there was a video deposition where he said he had no money, and
I
he had
know.
about 50 to 80 million dollars, but it was all gone. The next thing was in October of 2020, Girardi's friend and fellow lawyer James Wilkes wired $150,000 into a joint account opened with Erica Girardi. This is the guy that is funding all of Erica's legal fees, and it sounds like this is the money that helped
Mm,
her move out because the next month Erica filed for divorce in November,
mhm,
after receiving the $150,000 from James Wilkes. Um, a month after that, in December, Tom Girardi's assets were frozen.
mhm.
James Wilkes continues to transfer money to the joint account that he has with Erica. It comes to be about all the deposits that went into Erica's joint account were about $750,000. James was friends with Tom, so it must have been an agreement. Like they must have had where he was like take care of her
Mhm.
financially. So this is kind of where it gets into like the scheme within the scheme, where it's
Mhm.
like people were taking what they needed to like do stuff, and then now that explains why Erica was able to move out, and do that so quickly
Right.
because she had cash up front to
Right.
kind of, like get herself
Yeah.
out. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, this whole thing is just, I think, the beginning of because this guy was named in the Edelson PC lawsuit
Mm.
and he
Wait,
was arrested.
did you say that a month after she filed for divorce that he funneled her for 750,000
No,
to Erica?
right before, so she filed for divorce in November
Yeah.
and left. In October, this guy opened a joint account with Erica in Florida at a Wells Fargo, a joint
Mhm.
account, and wired $150,000 to her. And once that amount cleared, the next month in November is when she filed
Oh.
for divorce and moved out and got that,
Oh, okay.
house
Got
situation
it.
and was able to move so quickly because a lot of people were questioning like if this was just an all of a sudden move or did you plan this because it all just seemed like it was very much well planned
Mm.
out. Now it
Mm.
makes a little bit
Mm.
more sense. But after that, he continued to wire money to her. And so the documents are saying that it totaled around $750,000, which I'm sure went to her
Wow.
legal fees and getting her on her feet. But it's very interesting. Like
It is very interesting because she's
a
not
lot of
legally
money.
divorced anyway.
No, no. But it's
But
interesting that that all happened. Then a month after that, it's like she almost knew his assets were going to get frozen, or someone told her what was going to happen and how to plan this escape, if you will, from her horrible
how come her
situation.
bank accounts are not frozen?
That I'm not clear on. I don't understand how I guess because she's not like her personal accounts are not under investigation. It's her LLCs, like the ones that were
Yeah, yeah.
run essentially by Tom Girardi. Those are obviously like frozen and she can't like dip into, obviously. But I think because she's not personally being investigated, it's like the entity, but she's
Oh,
not criminally charged. No one's been criminally charged outside of this guy who was arrested for wire fraud charges. But I
got
don't
it.
think they're going to do that. And I think there must be something where it's like when it's maybe because this other guy has an account, maybe she's secondary on the account. It's not her main source.
Like
So,
a
but she has
beneficial, like, yeah.
access. She has access to it clearly, so she can use it when she needs it.
Mhm.
But I mean, that would mean that they would freeze her Bravo paychecks.
Yeah, good point. But I mean, in my, well, out of comment, like this is how I think that if you, even if you're even if you're not suspected, but you are by proxy related to someone, or sort of, related to someone who committed a crime or allegedly committed a crime, then wouldn't you want to freeze their assets too, just in case they have that money or some of that money in your account, so you're able to investigate it? Because she could open a separate account post all this and just say everything that I earn now, or any kind of money that's given to me, goes into a brand new account, and that's clean
Mhm.
money. I'm just saying, I don't know
Yeah.
how it really works, but I
No, I
mean, that
think
would
it's
make
all
more sense to
sticky.
me.
I think it's all sticky, and she probably has to do things a very specific way. Like, I don't think she's banking traditionally at this point, because I'm sure she knows that people are watching her spending, or someone could get their hands on what she's spending and where the money's coming in from. But it seems like,
Mm.
I guess if someone, I mean, who's to say someone can't help you pay your legal fees?
That's a good point, because I was just thinking as well with Jen Shah. Did she
Mhm.
get her accounts frozen? And she's really like, we know she's guilty because
Well, yeah, she
admitted,
said now she
she
knows.
said it
Yeah.
herself. So I don't know.
Well, it's not impacting her lifestyle. I mean, because she's paying her rent, she's living in a house. I mean, they're all like able to buy stuff. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's
Exactly. So I
you
guess
know.
that's not how it works, I guess. So unless you're being proven guilty, they don't freeze your accounts, your personal accounts. Yeah, if
Yeah,
it's an LLC and the LLC, okay, got it. But it's all so confusing and so
it is.
complicated, and it's incredible. So we need to find out some stuff, right, about what's going on with the Girardi Keese.
Yeah, I guess based on what I just said, that little timeline, was any of that stuff connected?
Between her and him.
Well, no, more so like when Tom was on his deposition saying that he had no more money and that he'd had
Mhm.
50 to 80 million dollars but doesn't have that
Mhm.
anymore. And then that same month the guy's funneling money,
Mhm.
like, is I don't know, it just feels like it's connected in some way where it's like, were they just moving money out to make it seem like.
I had a jumper card. It just flipped out literally while you were asking the question.
Wow.
And I think it's more so about Tom. But let's just see what else the card's going to say. I want to see all the cards, and then I'll just tell you what comes through.
Okay.
The High Priestess, Eight of Cups, Ace of Swords. Yes, everything is connected. The Tower. As soon as they saw what was going, as soon as because they got wind before everything sort of like started crumbling.
Mhm.
Already they had started moving and hiding and funneling and all that. So it is the High Priestess. I keep saying that. I'm not going to say whether Erica is guilty or innocent, but one thing I can say, she's not as guilty as we think she is. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't think she's not, but I think there is more. She played more of like the front woman to all this, because she was not a lawyer, because she was not involved with all these cases, because of
Mhm.
everything else. So hence the LLC, hence why a lot of money was going through Erica, because they were
Mhm.
trying, it's like money laundering in a sense.
Except they used her and her entertainment as a way to funnel it because it was more distracting. Like, she's a musician and like this is a perfect place to hide it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And
Allegedly.
guys, there are more people involved. I've been
Of
feeling this.
course.
More's going to come out. There's a lot more, and specifically I feel that there's 8 people involved. So there are 8 people, whether they're all in the States or in those countries that the money's in. It's just what I feel. She's literally over it.
Kempire said, "Lock her up."
Hey, Kim.
Hey, Kempire.
Lock her up.
Lock her
Absolutely.
up.
Lock
That's
her up.
funny.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's going to happen sooner or later, but everything has been very well planned out.
It
Okay,
seems that way now.
It does. And I can tell you, everyone's been saying how Tom was cheating on her and he wasn't, the big age gap and all that. But we're glad you're here, Kemp.
Hi.
You should join in the conversation. Do you want to join in, Kemp? I'll send you the link. If you do, let me know. So what was I going to say? Yeah. So she's over, but we all saw that scene. Was it 3 or 4 seasons ago where she comes in with a contract when she got the starring role in Chicago?
Mm-hmm.
And she was crying because she was saying thank you for all the support, and we were all like, that's not Erica, is it? Because we've never seen her that way. So that already was red flags all over for me. But here's the thing. I do think that we all kind of feel that maybe Erica's the victim in this relationship. No, it's not like he was disrespectful. They worked perfectly well together, which is why this marriage lasted for as long as it lasted. And she had so much respect for him, and she never said anything negative or anything bad about him. To the day she doesn't. Like, she still supports him, and she still has his back. Why?
She's loyal.
Because aside from being loyal, she's a cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But aside from that, it's not loyalty. It's that. What are they saying?
No, it's like, see, lock her up. It's hilarious. I mean, listen, it's all. This is like literally one of those situations where it just feels like the more and more time goes, the more things start to like come together with the details and the timelines of things.
Yes.
It's just,
yes.
But yeah, I do believe that she was a front woman. She was the perfect front woman for this.
And she was aware of it. Maybe she
allegedly
didn't do something wrong, like as in she took that money and ran.
No.
But she's guilty again by proxy, at least for now, and allegedly, because she was a willing participant in this, or willing front woman, allegedly. That's what we think. That's our opinion. So, and look, 5 of Pentacles.
Yeah.
Money's not, like, literally the money is not in the States, and it's not easy to trace. They've done a fantastic job of, here's the other feeling. I'm going cold right now because I got this came in, 6 of Cups. Other people are involved outside the country. And I mean, not even people, organizations, and not 100% legal. I'm trying to be very careful how to express this. Yeah.
Okay, this is sensitive information. Entertainment purposes only. Exactly.
What we're saying, not what they're doing. Yeah. But Tom Girardi's a Gemini. Oh, I love how she says Tom Girardi's a Gemini, guys. Lol. Happy Sunday. Just throw it out there.
Just saying.
Just saying. So yeah, they've planned this out so well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to take years, guys, until we figure out, or even if, I don't know if we're going to figure out 100% what happened.
I don't think we will.
And Tom is old now, so how much longer does he have? There's just a lot. But yeah, so there are other organizations, people, situations involved in this as well. Okay, this is not this is very messy and very borderline dangerous as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, outside the US, there are like shady businesses happening. A lot of money laundering, just a lot. So yeah, it's gonna take years. I'm getting 5 years, guys, before we really sort of find out at least half the truth. So it's gonna take up to 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Kempire's
yeah,
asking, how much longer does Tom have?
guys, I don't like predicting these
No,
things.
I know. I think it would be shady.
How old is he now? Like 80 something?
I think so. He has to be in his 80s.
Definitely 80, 81, 2 or something. They've got a 25-year difference, don't they? And
Yeah. She's like what?
she's 51.
Well, maybe he's.
Oh, 85, Princess says.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. 85.
Everybody
Complete
says
shade.
complete shade. Yeah.
So it is, I mean, it's essentially, it is all connected. This was something that they must have seen coming, like you said, and then they just started to say, okay, we need to start scrambling to get this money moved so that they don't know where it
Yeah,
is.
they know what they've
That's
done.
crazy.
Yeah, they're gonna try to trace it. They're gonna get up to a point. This is what I'm getting, and then it's not gonna be easy. And also, they don't want to. It's gonna start becoming a lot more political if they go too deep into this. This is what I'm getting. It's gonna get
Is that
very
what you
dirty.
mean by organizations involved outside of the country?
Hmm. Think
Mm,
about illegal groups. Think about groups that work outside the country to lesser fortunate or countries where there is a lot of like dirty money that comes through and then never exits the country, or when it does, it
oh,
comes out in different ways. Just saying, it's very, what I'm seeing is very shady and very common. It almost looks like a cryptocurrency sort of like map thing where they're just here and there, and this is how they're showing the money.
oh.
Okay, it looks like a mind map almost, like all these like lines, and this is where it goes, and then from there this is how it's being shown to me. So and it's moving around. It's not like it's in one place. They have people, they pay people allegedly to move this money around, to clean it up, because it's a big friggin' amount of money. So it's not like you can launder that money in just like a few months. It needs a long
Yeah, you
time
need
to
to
do
build a
that.
portfolio behind it so it doesn't look like you just moved it.
Exactly. Denise says the Middle East. No, I would say more South America,
Oh, interesting.
and also towards the islands.
Mm-hmm.
So think that way. Yeah, yeah. And when I mean South America, even with countries with dictators, just think about that. I'm telling you, it's very dark. It's very deep. It's not. That's why I see 8 people involved in this. Okay. And these people, that's why Tom Girardi got away with a lot of stuff. And he got away all these years with, with the money issues and everything else, not paying off the victims, because he's got very serious ties with serious, powerful people. This doesn't come out because they don't want to be associated, and they don't want people to know. So that's what I'm saying. It's this case is going to drag for a long time, and is going to surprise us in many, 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 many ways.
Is
Maybe.
that maybe why Erica's so not trying to sound like she's anti-Tom? Because maybe they'll come after her?
No, yeah, and also I don't think that Erica realizes how sort of involved these other places, people, organizations are in this situation. I think she knows up to a point. I don't think that she knows everything, to be honest. This is not what I'm picking up.
Okay.
Okay, that she's in the know of everything. She isn't. She knows up to a point, and that's best for her, actually. That's
Yeah.
actually a good thing for her. He, maybe unbeknownst to him, he was protecting her in that way. But yeah, so I see 8 people involved, and these are very powerful people.
This is
And
insane.
it is insane. It is insane. But it is as it is. And maybe that's why Ronald Richards wants to get involved in this case so much.
Yeah,
Cloud
I
chaser.
mean, Ronald Richards, I think he just wants to be famous at this point. So he's
He's an
just going to
ambulance
ride
chaser.
whatever. I mean, it's clear that he's very. I'm sure it was intentional not to tell her everything. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why she's acting so nonchalant. I don't think she's got such a cold. Maybe she does. I don't feel it that she's cold-hearted. I think that she's been through trauma and she's been through stuff, and that's the wall that she's sort of built around her heart and her emotions. But also because probably that's what they've told her or someone's definitely advised her to act this way, you know?
Yeah, but I feel like also the people she has around her aren't helping her.
No, I agree.
Her
But who's around
image, like,
her?
I mean, just the
Maybe.
way she presents herself about this, it's like I don't want to believe that she's cold-hearted, but the way she comes off 9 times out of 10 is cold-hearted, and you can call it an edit all you want, but I mean, like, even on Instagram and social media, it's like she's very much. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I don't care about anyone else but me. I mean, that is the
that's
truth. I don't
true.
think she lied I don't think she was just saying that out of anger. I think she meant that.
Yeah, I think she meant that too. But I want to answer. She's not going to jail. I agree with Taddy. I don't
No.
feel she's going to jail. She's not. I don't think there are going to be major repercussions for
Mhm.
her, except the fact that it's stressful what she's going through, and obviously that she has a lot more haters now than she did before. So
Yes.
that's about it. And her career has just gone down the toilet. Erica Jane, because she's not touring, she's not singing, she can't afford it now. Right?
I
I
thought
don't
she
know.
said she was coming out with some new music soon.
Is she?
I
Okay.
thought I saw a video of her in the studio dropping some beats.
Ooh, Light Mission's got a good question. What does Tom currently think of Erica?
Mm.
Well, let's find out. That's a good question. Or Eric about Tom, but okay, let's ask about Tom because that's Knight of Wands. Okay, hold on. Six of Pentacles. I can tell you he admires her. Like he's got great respect for Erica. He knows that she's strong, she's dynamic, she can really do anything that she puts her mind to it. Yeah, Tom thinks that she's strong and that she will find a way of sort of like revamping herself and sort of increase her income or get money, and because she's quite resourceful regarding that.
Mhm.
Also a lot of people through him. Queen of Wands, yeah, he sees her as a Queen of Wands. He does respect her, guys. There is this relationship is not one-sided. I do feel that they do have respect for each other in a sense, and he does admire her strengths. And also, I feel like what I got when I said that instantly, my guides are like, she learned a lot from him, and she loves that. He loves that. He loves mentoring people and sort of being like the mentor and the leader, and people looking up to him.
Yeah.
And she played that role, and she learned a lot from him. So generally, I don't have bad cards here. I don't feel that there's any bad blood or anything between them, at least
Okay.
from Tom's side. Who says, oh wow, I'm not gonna say there's love, but I'm just gonna say there's more this, as I said, loyalty, respect. Because I
Yeah.
don't get any cups. I don't get any cups. I get the Knight of Wands. I get for anyone who reads tarot, Six of Pentacles. It has to do with money, assets, foundations, home. Queen of Wands is how he sees her. The Queen of Wands. I feel that although she's cold, I feel with him she's very nurturing. That's why he likes that. She plays a little bit of, weirdly enough, she plays the mommy role with him.
Mm-hmm. I was
So
just gonna say I never saw their relationship as a loving, like a typical. It was more of like, I don't want, dare I say, father daughter, but it wasn't exactly like that. But it almost felt that way at times, where it was almost like You know that, Clueless, the movie where it was
Yes.
like, Cher,
Yeah.
get in here. I feel like that's very much what their relationship was like. Like he would call on her and she'd come running and have to play that role.
Look, I pulled the moon, by the way. For anyone reading tarot, moon is about secrets and illusions.
Oh, that's right. What's going on?
And the moon and secrets and illusions. He kept secrets from her. Yes,
Oh, I
he did.
believe that.
Yeah,
I believe that 1000%.
for sure. Okay, what other questions do we have? Let's see.
I think I saw. Denise asked, "Does Tom really have a diminished mental capacity, or is it a diversion tactic?"
Ooh, I remember when Kembar and I did this reading a year and a half ago, because he asked that question. He's like, is he really, losing it in Kempar's way, And I couldn't see the dementia. I could not see it, but let's have a look now. You never know. It's been a year and a half since. So does Dom, I'll just bring it up as well. Okay, let's see. Whoa, okay. Whoa, those were too many cards. As soon as I asked the question, 3 of Pentacles. Hold on, the Devil.
Oh.
The Devil, and we all know what the Devil means. It means that not everything, the Devil plays mind games. The Devil is playing manipulative games. It has an agenda. I also have the 10 of Cups here. Who was it? Was it Kemp that asked how long does he have? Well, I can answer it now because I got a little glimpse. I didn't look into it. It just came through me. Not long.
Oh.
I mean, not long. I don't mean months, but I don't mean he's not gonna be around in those 5 years. I said it's gonna take 5 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And I got a headache as soon as I said it.
Oh.
Okay. And so what was the question? Oh, does he have dementia? 3 of Pentacles. Oh, hold on, I get one. Oh, there was a card under the Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. It's not dementia. It's not dementia in the sense that he's losing, he's losing touch with the world around him. Definitely something's off. He does have some health issues and mental health issues, but mostly, triggered with everything that he's going through right now. In a sense, because 80 million just but yeah, I'm not gonna say it is dementia 100%. Like at least back when we found out, or they told us it was dementia, it wasn't. So it's okay. That's what you're feeling too, Denise. Okay.
I mean, he is 85. I'm sure he does have some issues. I don't think that's a question, but I mean.
No, I mean, I'm sure. Listen, he's 85 or 105, as Kemp says. But so he's definitely not with it 100%. But I definitely feel that it's, it's exaggerated. It's amplified. It's, I mean, he has to talk to his lawyers. What's that? Broke from a broken foot. Remember, he rolled down the hill in the snow.
Oh my God, you guys. We can't go down these stories again. They're so ridiculous.
Oh, Erica, she's the best villain.
But can I just say that this would make an amazing movie or limited series, just based on the characters and all the ways you could play this out for a TV movie, or I guess you could make it a whole series, like a show.
They should. They probably will someday.
Based on this whole thing.
They should do a movie about all the housewives that don't pay their taxes.
They should do a documentary on that, actually.
They should, or a Lifetime movie.
Gosh, Lifetime movie. That is such a Lifetime movie. Because they could actually reenact the car flip going down the hill. So we could actually see what it looked like based on the story. We have yet to see an actual depiction of this anyways,
We want a reenactment. Yeah, we want a reenactment. We are not buying it. We want a reenactment of what happened on
Yes.
that snowy day in spring at midnight, somewhere in, I don't remember where it was.
Pasadena.
Pasadena. Does it snow in Pasadena even? Who knows?
Erica is most definitely writing a book, or someone's writing it for her.
Yeah, for sure. Mikey, maybe.
Mikey's writing it for her.
Mikey's writing it. He's ghostwriting. And I'm surprised he's around.
The assistant's writing the foreword.
The makeup artist, the stylist, not even the assistant.
She does it all.
Really?
Yeah, she films Erica when Erica was doing those paid subscription videos, like whatever. I don't remember what it was called, but where you got to see behind the scenes of her life. She was filming those. She does her makeup sometimes.
Mikey's a guy.
No, I'm talking about the assistant.
Oh,
like her.
Oh, sorry. I was like,
I forget her name. No, Mikey does everything else.
Well, Mikey's just the only one left, Poor Mikey. He's probably, I don't know how he gets paid.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I wonder how that situation works itself out.
I don't know. She probably pays him with her diamond earrings. Not the diamond earrings, but
maybe that guy James Wilkes is transferring Mikey money too. Allegedly. I'm just joking.
Maybe. Who knows? Right. So what else do we want to know about this case? Or I think we've pretty much I
think we kind of tied it together. I mean, that timeline, it does seem like, it sounds like it's connected. Like this was also planned to try to clean up.
I agree. And Kimber's right. Like, he made a lot of money during the Tommy years. And also we know about him now. So he made a name for himself, right? Mm-hmm. So there you go. Stashed a lot of money. I mean,
if he was smart.
I agree. Right. So shall we move on to Britney? Poor Britney.
Britney.
What's going on?
I feel like she's having like I think she's just having like a mental, I don't want to call them a lash out, but like it seems like with the like most recent post where she kind of just went on her tangent.
Yeah.
There's still stuff there, but I did think it was interesting that she said that she didn't feel like she was present during her wedding. Like, yeah, it seems like mentally she's still like stuck somewhere.
Well, that's what happens to people who go through trauma, right? People who go through trauma, this is what happens normally. It's sort of like the brain, in order to protect itself and protect you, what it does, it's almost like it freezes at that time and that age and that point you're in life. So kids who have been abused or traumatized in their early lives, normally, they're sort of stuck in that mental and intellectual time of when that trauma occurred.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what's happened, because Britney was she was in the entertainment business from a very early age. So, and she's been through a lot. I'm sure she got a lot of verbal abuse from managers or directors, promoters, whoever. So that's a lot for a kid. So that could be part of it. But where was Sam all these days? The whole month? Because poor Britney's gone crazy on social.
I think he was away filming something, because he does acting, I think, or modeling or something. So, and I saw a post where he's back now. But it is interesting. But it feels like also she's very codependent on him.
Well, she was always dependent on men, right? It was her dad. It was whoever she was working with, promoters, and we know that this is sort of like about, the majority of people are men in the music and entertainment industry. So maybe that's why. Who knows? But it's sad to watch, and now I just feel that something is completely off mentally. Everything is completely off, and I don't know. I think there's a lot more that We need to find out. I know that she's been putting out these like private videos on YouTube, like very private stuff. It's almost like she uses YouTube as a diary, as a journal
Yeah.
to sort of like share things that she's going through. And I feel there's a lot more that we'll find out. But guys, I'll just tell you what irks me. What's with the brown pumps? She dropped them now. Sam wasn't there for the whole month. She wasn't wearing the brown pumps when she was dancing. But what's with the brown pumps? Is there a significance to that? Because we talk a little bit about the darker stuff here, especially members only videos. And there is a significance. Google it if you don't know about the red shoes. Google it. I'm not going to say anything now here because I don't want to.
Yeah.
So is there a significance to shoes and the brown pumps? Because those brown pumps look very sort of like 1990s as well. What were really in back in the 90s, the very round one,
Mm-hmm.
thicker front sole, etc. Just saying, just a hunch. Okay, I haven't read into it. I'm just telling you what I feel. So what do you guys think?
I don't know. That's interesting. I have noticed that she does wear those a lot.
She has. If you go back to her social, to her Instagram, you'll see that she's dancing half naked, wearing, or even when she's naked, she's wearing those pumps. Specifically, those pumps. It's not different pumps every time. It's the same pair. To me, is that a sign? Is that a cry for help? Does that mean something?
I think she just needs to get better shoes.
Yeah, she does. But, I don't know. Because now she's out of the conservatorship. So she has control of her own money in a sense.
Yeah. But I would imagine it probably still feels like weird for her, even though she's free. It's probably she probably gets scared when she tries to I don't know.
I don't know, but she needs better people around her because obviously,
you know what it is? I think for me, she just needs to go on. She needs a stylist, and she needs other people around her other than Sam. Because I don't know. There's something about the Sam guy. I don't think he's connected to her father. I don't think any of that. But I do think he's definitely riding the coattails of all of this for his own gain. And when that's all done, what is going to happen? She's going to spiral again.
I agree. And I'm pulling some cards while you're talking about all this. She probably needs Mikey in her life. She would have better extensions, better makeup. Mikey should go and work for Britney.
I don't think Britney would be able to handle that.
No, I don't think she would allow anyone, like an outsider, to work for her anymore. She's traumatized. It's tough. The Queen of Swords. What's going on with Britney, please? King of Wands. Does anyone who knows his sign, Sammy's sign, please drop it down in the chat, because I see a man here and I want to make sure that's Sammy or Sam. Well, I did get the High Priestess. When they send me this card, it's always your intuition is right. You're spot on. This is the direction it is. Oh, Pisces. All right, he's a Pisces.
And she's a
Capricorn. I say more? Kemp gets me when I say about the Pisces. All right. Oh God, Pisces. Justice is still the legal stuff. I feel it's not done. They're still behind the scenes. There are they're trying to sort of sort out. She might sue her dad. Who knows? But I feel this is not the end of it. Okay. That there's more legal stuff coming out. Let me see. Not a Pisces. Yeah, a Pisces. He's a Pisces. Oh dear. So let me see what everyone's saying. But when she was still under Jamie.
Oh, she's Sagittarius.
Britney's a Sag. Okay.
Yeah.
So can you imagine? Sagittarius are the free spirits of the zodiac. They cannot be tied down. They don't like restriction. They like to be free. They like to travel. They like to move. They like to meet new people and experience things. And can you imagine? She's been under this under lock and key basically for all these years. Can you imagine what that did to her psyche, her core? So she's a Sag and he's a okay. Who's this man then? There is a man toying with her. There is a man still trying to control someone else is managing her money or managing her. I see a man here. Someone quite strict as well.
Huh.
Let me see. And then I see two men. What's her dad's sign?
I was just thinking that maybe it's her dad, but he's not in control as far as I know.
No, but I see second man here, so I want to make sure that that's not her dad. And Queen of Swords. There's also a woman. This is not Britney.
It's it looks like he's a Cancer, July 6th.
Oh, is he a Cancer? So I don't know. So that's not her dad. That's not Jamie, that's for sure. And this is, so I have two other people here, a King of Swords or an air sign, and then a Queen of Swords, two air signs I see here, who are, I can tell you, I don't like their energies. It doesn't gel with Britney's, but somehow she's still under control, guys. This is what I'm trying to say here. She's still under control. She's still not free in the sense that she can do whatever she wants, which is actually makes sense because have we seen Britney, aside from her honeymoon, we haven't seen her traveling. We haven't seen her out and about. She's always at home in the same room, same living room.
Mm-hmm.
So do you see, like, I don't feel that she's free in the sense that we would like to see her. So there are two people, a man and a woman, air signs, that are controlling the situation. And I got the death card here. Why did I get the death card? And 4 of Wands. I know why. And I said before that there's still legal stuff, but she's still under control, guys. She's not. And cry for help. What we're seeing is not because she's not allowed to have a phone or to be on social media anymore, but it is a cry for help because she's not herself yet. She's not completely herself. And as for Sam, I just got this. Sam is not hurt. He's not bad for her in the sense that, he's controlling or he's taking her money or using her in that sense. What I feel is Sam is too soft. I feel other people manipulate Sam for him to manipulate her.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So this is what I see, but it's all going to end though. It's not going to be like this. Britney will truly be free eventually, but she's not yet. She will. It will come to the end of this. And that's when we will see her more out and about, and we're going to see very different looks. This is what I'm getting. I'm seeing her with very different looks, no extensions, different dress, the style, different makeup. We're going to see her. Does she even go to red carpet events? She doesn't do anything. To me, something's off, and confirmed by my cards. So yeah,
wow,
it's going to take a while. What's everyone saying? Let me see.
Denise is saying she believes that Britney's within a care plan, which could make sense because of her mental health.
Sense. Could be. Regarding the dancing, I read somewhere, I don't remember, I heard it at a podcast or something. Someone said that this is not new for Britney, the dancing naked and taking these photos, this risque photos, is not, because even back in the day, she was very free with her body. She's a Sag, it makes sense. So nudity was nothing for her. You know, it wasn't something. So that's not completely out of character for her, but it is out of character that she's putting it out in the world for us to see, and no one is stopping her.
It's almost like a big F you to everybody for trying to control her for so long, I guess. It's like she's rebelling against everything.
Yeah, I think she's rebelling, and it's a cry for help because she's still not 100% free. Like she's still not leading the life that she would want to ideally. But again, I'm asking, where's Sam in all this?
Sam pretty teeters the line a little bit.
We'll see. Well, we'll find. I don't know. The Heather says that that's her only outlet the last few years. Yeah, that was her outlet when Jamie was recording and she couldn't get out of the house. She couldn't even go to Starbucks and get a frappuccino or like pumpkin spice latte. But now she can, but she's still doing. So I'm just saying, trust this. I trust my intuition. So trust me, guys. I'm a psychic. I should know. But it's just that it's a bit muddy as to what really is going on. But what I'm going to do, because I've lost a card and I need to find it. Hold on. Okay, got it. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to throw some cards about her future.
Okay.
About what should we expect? What's going on? What does her future look like? Because maybe that will give us more insight as to. Oop, two of them. The Sun and Temperance. Is she seeing her son? One of her sons. So I'm getting the Sun and the Temperance card. Those are just jumper cards. I'm just showing everyone here. Okay. So the first thing that I thought was the oldest son. Something about the oldest son. I know that she's a bit estranged with her children right now because they've been brainwashed as well by their dad and their granddad and whatnot. Temperance, she is, but hold on, her future. King of Cups. Knight of Pentacles, that's just a Nine of Cups. Good news, she'll be fine. Okay, eventually she'll be fine. She will figure things out. She will get her life back on track. She'll get everything back on track again.
Yeah.
King of Cups. So, this is Sam then, because he's a Pisces. Oh God, hold on. Let me drop me because I'm echoing. I'll be back 1 second.
Okay. Wow, so much going on with Britney. It's never ending.
It should be okay now.
Yeah, I don't hear echo.
Okay, good. I don't know why it keeps doing it. There's some. Oh, I hear it. I'm sorry, everyone, if it's echoing. There's nothing you can do about that right now. So the king. So what was I saying? So the King of Cups, Sam. I see. So he's going to stick around at least for another few years. Okay, I'm not seeing a divorce yet, but my feeling is that it's not going to last forever. Knight of Pentacles. One of her sons. It must be an Earth sign, and I think it's the oldest one.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, chat, about the echo. Good, because I've been hearing it my end. Nine of Cups. So the good news is that I picked the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is the wish card. It's the card where it's like the manifesting card, where finally things are falling into place. Things make sense. You feel a lot relieved. You know, things are working out for you. You are being pushed to go to the path that you're meant to be, and this is going to be Britney in the future. So Britney will be fine, but there is still a few, I'm going to say a few years before we get there, a couple of years at least, maybe even 3, before we just see Britney coming completely out of her cocoon. And I know she said she doesn't want to tour again or record again. But again, I remember that from the reading we did with Campire. It must have been like over a year for sure, where I said that she will be completely free from conservatorship and everything. It's going to be around the time when she's going to go on a world tour. I do feel it and see it. She will have another world tour.
That's exciting.
That's exciting. That's why I'm saying things are eventually going to work out, but it's just slower pace right now for her. But yeah, but with Sam, it's just, I don't know.
Maybe he's just a part of her like transition. You know what I mean? Like maybe he's just there to like be the buffer.
Yeah,
And then
I
once
mean,
she
we
gets
always,
through to the other side, then it'll be like, okay.
yeah, maybe she need that. We're always, whenever we meet people or we are with people in our life, and I don't mean just partnerships and relationships, even with friends. And suddenly, you see that friendship sort of fizzles out, or you're sort of like lost touch. That doesn't mean, it just means that you entered their life and they entered your life for a reason. It's to help each other, because normally the people in our life that are closest, the people who are closest to us in
Mm-hmm.
this lifetime, are also people or spirits from our soul group, our soul family. And we normally reincarnate, or they jump in while they're here to help you out or help us out through something. So and that includes all her ex-husband, the other two ex-husbands that she had,
Mm-hmm.
Federline, and the first one, and even the first one, when she got married when she was really young and gotten old. She got married in Las Vegas, and she got married to like a
Oh,
childless
it was her like high school
sweetheart or
they like
something like
annulled
that.
it within like a day
Yeah.
and then
So even that taught her a lesson. He was there
mm,
in her life, even if it was short lived, for a reason. So Sam's here for a reason. He's not there. There are two camps: people who love Sam and they think he's great for her, and people who are like, no, there's something off. He's a narcissist. He's probably controlling her, whatever.
yeah.
I'm somewhere in the middle. I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's great either. He's not great because he's not that strong character, and I think that he does see the benefits of being with Britney as
Yeah.
well. So he's not going to rock that boat. He's not going to rock that boat, or whoever's behind Britney right now. So yeah, but it looks good. So we can all sort of feel very relieved and happy that eventually Britney will find her peace.
That's good. I think that's what people ultimately want for her. Is for her to have peace.
Of course, because
You
it's
know,
sad.
it
And
is
she's so
sad.
independent.
And she's such a talented individual and it just got all lost in a machine of greedy people.
Yeah. The
Wow.
question is, what's Madonna's excuse? Because Madonna's gone crazy on social too.
We should just do an episode on that.
We should actually. We
I think
should.
we should really people are really talking about Madonna a lot lately. I think we should really dive into what's going on there.
But again, look around. It's everything that I've been saying, that this is the year where we're going to see the masks are dropping, and we're going to see the celebrities and the real faces. And Madonna is one of them. They're all going a little bit, they all starting to behave very odd. It's
Yes.
very odd behavior by all these people that we all once upon a time admired, looked up to, listened to their music, watched their movies. Yeah, Campfire is saying the same thing. I'm worried about Madonna too, and I think that's going to be a very interesting video. Actually, I think we should do it.
I feel without going too dark that there's something spiritually going on.
Yes, that's exactly where I'm going with that. I agree. There's something spiritual, and we're all seeing it. We're
It's like
all
the consequences of something is I don't know, it's just too coincidental.
And by the way, I want to say, because I know I've been talking a lot about the past eclipses that we had. Okay, we had
Mhm.
one on the 25th, we had a partial one, and we had a total lunar eclipse on the 8th. And I was warning you that this is good because these are very strong. The placements, the astral placements were very strong. But the good news is we're not out of the woods yet. Okay, things have been delayed because I looked into it, because I got a lot of people and clients were like emailing me and they were like, oh my God. So we're not out of the woods yet. But the good news is, because I did a meditation and reading and connecting with my guides about that we as a collective, and the fact that all the light workers, readers and healers out there, we've all been working so hard, sort of like, letting you in on what's going on, and giving you insight and asking you guys to change your mindset and change your frequency, and it's helping collectively. It's really, really helping. Look at what's happening in Russia right now. The Russian troops, they're withdrawing from Kharkov. There's just a lot, although let's not pop that champagne yet, because
Mm-hmm.
this is the calm before the storm. That's just my prediction regarding what's happening in that area. I know the stock market right now is booming. It's doing great. Crypto, not so much. Crypto's a mess right now. So if you've invested,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But that too, I feel that it's just a matter of time, because there's a huge bubble that needs to bust right now. And it's not, and I'm talking about spiritual bubble as well as, but there's just a big bubble, and we need to purge, and it's starting.
You got to get all the gooky stuff out before the good can come. So makes sense.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm just wanted to say that some good news is that we all collectively together, and I want to thank everyone that we all collectively did help to change, shift things around. But we're not out of the woods. We're definitely, something still big is coming. Earthquakes, another thing. Mind you, if you live in an area where it's prone to, it's a seismic, the what's it called, the ground is seismic, just beware, because I do feel that until December, end of December, we're going to have some natural, like really big natural phenomena happening worldwide. So, which is going to bring out, it's going to be a ripple effect with the energy crisis, the inflation rates, and everything else. So, just a little sort of PSA and a little bit of warning about what's happening, but at the same time, keep that energy level, keep your frequency high, your vibrations high, think positive, meditate, talk to your guides. Collectively, we can all change what's happening. This is a superpower we all have, because we are part of the source, and we are made of energy. So we can change things.
Absolutely.
So keep up the good work, everyone.
Yes, yes. All right.
Is there anything else, or I think we can wrap it up?
We can wrap it up.
Perfect, because we said we're going to stick to 1 hour, but as usual, we can't. But it's okay. It was very interesting. We learned a lot today, and I think that was. Any suggestions for next week, please DM either of us, okay, and let us know about.
Maybe we should talk about Madonna next week. Seems like a lot of people are really interested in that.
We will. Do you guys want Madonna? We'll definitely do Madonna. We'll do a little bit of Love is Blind.
Yes.
For those of you who have questions about that. And then we'll see. Depends what happens next week,
Yeah.
But we'll find out.
Never know what can happen.
Let's hope we don't have to talk about Beverly Hills for a while. Oh,
need a break for real.
I need a break for real too. I just can't with it. Well, guys, thank you very much. Just really quick, I'm going to scan through the chat just in case. Yeah, light missions, keep your vibrations high. Thank you, Ken, for being here. Next time, join us. And that'll be so fun. Thank you for being here. Great discussion in chat, as always. By working out. I like that. Getting my vibes up while working out. Yeah, actually, that's great. Serotonin levels, actually working out or walking in nature really does wonders for your energy, your vibrations, and that ripples out in the universe. So working out's a good thing. I should take your lead, Kempar, because I haven't exercised since the beginning of the C word, the C virus. So. But anyways, love you all, guys. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, guys.
See you next week, guys. Take care.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Bye.